Hello viewers, my name is Usman Mercy and welcome to my Health and Diet. For those that followed me, you remember I said we're going to be discussing on the types of vagina infections and the treatment of vagina infections. So today I'm going to be discussing that with you. Number one is yeast infection. Yeast infection is caused by many types of fungus called Candida. Candida lives harmlessly in the body, including the vagina. It could occur under conditions where there is an overgrowth of Candida in the vagina, thereby causing a yeast infection. Now, most people don't know the types of infection they have, and most people have the yeast infection and they mistake it to other types of infections. Now, if you have a yeast infection, one of the symptoms could be itching or a white thick discharge that could come out of the vagina, and there could be redness in the vulva and itching in the vagina as well. So one of the types of vagina infection is yeast infections. Number two is lactobacilli. Lactobacilli is a friendly bacteria that lives in the vagina, and when lactobacilli gets low, it will trigger what is called bacterial vaginosis. And one of the symptoms of bacterial vaginosis is cause itching and redness of the vulva or the vagina too. It could also cause a white and thick watery discharge that some women often see as a white cottage cheese. So if you have such kind of symptoms, it is bacterial vaginosis. It's a type of infection which is called bacterial vaginosis. Number three is Trichomoniasis. Trichomoniasis is a single cell parasite that causes vagina infection, and it's contacted through sex or through intercourse. Most people call it a sexual transmitted disease that cause harm to the vagina. Most people having such kind of infection have failed to understand that when you have trichomoniasis, you cannot have sex with another partner if not that person will contact the infections too. So one of the symptoms too could be similar to other types of infections. So it could be itching, it could be burning sensation during sex or sexual intercourse too. It could also be burning sensations through urinations too. Antifungal medications treat most of these infections that you could be facing. So if you have such kind of infection, it is good that you take antifungal medication. Although depending on the severity or the conditions that you could be facing, your healthcare provider could prescribe a treatment that is best used for you, depending on the symptoms and the conditions of the vagina infection. And if you have such kind of infection, it is good that you take those prescriptions with immediate effect. It is not good that you could neglect those prescriptions that your healthcare provider gives to you, because so many people feel if I just take it once, the fungi could just disappear on its own. But it cannot disappear on its own. It needs constant treatment of it. So if your healthcare provider gives you a treatment, it is good that you take it with immediate effect. Now, if you have such kind of infections, if you have trichomoniasis, it is good that you stay away from sex. Some people during the so if you have trichomoniasis or yeast infections or bacterial vaginosis, it is good that you stay clear from sex. Like the often says, health is wealth. So if you have that, my dear, it is good for you to stay clear from it. So we come to the end of today's discussion on the topic types and the treatment of the vagina infection. Follow me for more health tips and watch more. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't been subscribing before, don't forget to subscribe and like this page on Daybreak TV. I remain Usman Mercy. Bye bye.